overpass to flat out destroy the first half and then not close the map and lose in triple overtime. Envy are going to be extremely pissed off right now, but at least there's a way back. They can come back into this. They get the CT start on Cash, and we do know that Envy are capable of magical things.
That's good news. That's obviously very good news. It could be fun with the third map here. Why not get that in there? You know, now that we finally have these two teams playing each other again, it's always good.
No, this is big, man. This is big. Okay, so Cash, we know that Envy are very capable on it. This is Fnatic's pick, so we know that Fnatic are very capable on it. I mean, they pretty much won Pantamera on this map, so this is now time for Fnatic to go toe-to-toe with Envy. And Envy, nice setup here. Very standard setup, actually, although they did really commit NBK to his corner. So I guess no surprise there, right?
This is actually slightly crazy. They're pushing, what, 2 people out while having a third one in the background? They had essentially no mid control in the beginning. I love this play. Look at this Envy. Second for second, they're winning this round. They're just moving forward. And Fnatic haven't got no clue in the world. But Smith is actually going to find a target in the middle. Jumps to try and take this shot. And there's going to be MBK with the duels. Taking down one. There's JW going down in the middle. Oh, sorry, no, not in the middle. But Flusher's going to fall as well. Shots with a really good double, then a triple. And that's going to be the end of it. I like Smith trying to take the jump, though.
Oh, yeah,
Kukli style.
Trying to channel that inner Kali, yeah. I mean, that inner Olaf as well, you know. I think it was Olaf that he was taking the fight with mid as well, wasn't it? No, it was Flusha. It was Flusha. Never mind. I thought that would be some kind of like poetic justice as well, you know, because Olaf Meister hits those USP jumping shots. So that's not meant to be this time, but what is meant to be, I mean, just a terrific pistol round there for Envy. And NBK really getting to shine with the dualies. We didn't get to see it so much on Overpass. But tonight,
yeah, that was a solid idea as well. Pushing up that aggressively with 2 people and a third one to follow. If they had run into a position, they could have maybe tried and overrun it. Got to be careful though. Olaf Meister will pick off MBK. Shooting a little bit at the edge of the smoke here. And oh no, Happy goes down as well. Smith has to pick it up, but he's going to drop. It's the Tech-9 double kill for JW, and he's going to get a third one on Shox as well. And Kiyoshima's just kind of, he's not even left the bomb site before it's over. JW ripping Envy apart in this round.
Pretty much. No subtlety there. No subtlety, nothing clever about it. Just, I'm going to brute force my way onto the site. That's what JW set his sights to, and that's what he did. And, I mean, it all started with NBK just getting caught out in the middle, taking a bullet to the face from Olaf Meister, but JW just coming out of squeak door. Man. There's no stopping that kind of pressure either. Just that Tech-9, you can keep so much pressure going, you know, on the move, never slowing down. It's so difficult to deal with.
Yeah, Kiyoshima, if he could hold on to the rifle, definitely be very useful for Envy. On Cash, especially if you move around a lot, you can find that opening. Kiyoshima here, 6 bullets left, and he's going to go down. That's a really, really big deal. That's going to put them back on straight pistols. Probably they will try and force it up, I imagine. Just go for C-set armor or something like that.
Yeah, looking happy.
Yeah, that's like the standard response at this point once you end up in this situation, because you really want to bounce back. But if you don't, then Fnatic are probably going to be at 3-1 before NB can start buying. And the scout on NBK as well.
Yeah, on NBK. Whoa, I was not expecting that. I would expect Smith, Shoxy, Happy, somebody else to go for it. But NBK decides he wants to be a rebel. Try and, you know, imitate his French compatriot, Kenny.
Yeah, well, I like the spot for it. Not at all bad.
It's a nasty spot. What's really nasty is Shoxy's spot. Don't jump the gun, Shoxy. Don't jump the gun. Sweet mother of God. Gets one. Oh, and he gets the other one as well. 2 kills for Shoxy. That flank works.
Yeah, Kiyoshima, they're fighting through the smoke, and MBK is going to go down. Kiyoshima trying his very best here, but he's out of bullets, and they're coming for him with the knife as well, but it's not going to work. JW giving up a lot here, and it's going to be all on Crims. All alone, his teammates have failed him, and he's going to pick up the 1 kill here, but he needs a lot more. Still 2 people left, and he goes down. Envy picking up the round just like that, and gotta say, that fight over at the smoke was necessary. Like, once they got the kill on NBK with the smoke, why did they keep fighting at all?
Overconfidence, I think. Overconfidence on Fnatic's part. I think that was definitely overconfidence from JW's part. There was no reason for him to jump through that smoke, apart from, I mean, obviously he's thinking, yeah, I've got this in the bag, guaranteed, but I really don't think that there was any reason to go jumping through that smoke.
No, definitely not. That was some strange decision-making. Well, going to be moving into the 4th round. And Fnatic, because of the bomb plant, they can actually make this buy work. I think without it, they would have been hard-pressed to do that. Molotov here, going to be pretty much perfect. So just denying any kind of early boost coming out from the Fnatic side, including a kind of boost where you just kind of set up and wait. Sometimes you'll do that on those boxes. You just wait until they get the word and then they rush in together, but not going to be anything like that. It looks like it will be actually a B split coming through the vents as well, which is a very powerful push. And Smith goes down in the middle. Olofmeister with that Tech 9 again.
Yeah, it's a real monster. And they're going to start speeding up towards this B side as well. Shoxy playing patient on the side, though. This is very good of him. But his rotations, I mean, they have to come in through Sky. They're going to be just a second too late. And Shoxy just stands his ground, takes the fight, and gets gunned down by JW. NBK trying to time it out, see if he can't catch somebody getting over to that B site, but it is not meant to be. Great smokes here by Fnatic, just keeping the doors closed.
Look at Olofmeister coming up from behind as well. He's basically flanking the whole team, so they're trying to retake, and all of a sudden there's Tech 9. And that's not going to be fun. Happy 1v2. He could try and do this, actually. He's got the health for it, but he's going to have to move super quick, and he's essentially walking voluntarily into a crossfire here, looking for the kill. He's going to get it on Pronax, as he said is out as well. He has not got a kit, so committing to this full time is not going to be easy. Olofmeister charging on down, and that will be the kill with the kit. Could have worked out.
With the kit, it could have. I think that's what Olofmeister coming that fast, basically, he wasn't sure if there was a kit or not. So he had to make perfectly sure. The thing is that if Happy comes off the bomb at that point, it's already lost. Yeah. So he has to commit to that defuse at that point. So
if we look at the graph right now, it's just back and forth.
And it's going to continue like that, at least, because now Envy, they've gone for another force. It's just the first team to break, basically. The first team to avoid the eco. Or to commit to the eco, rather.
Yeah, they're going to come up heavily on the losing side. They'll end up losing probably twice in a row, and that's going to be tricky. Happy being traded there, but MBK's there with a scout to take down JW, so a very interesting scenario here as Crims drops down to 23 health. That's the pistols. Once again, 5-7 being put into play here. And it's not too surprising that we're seeing this between these two teams, because like we said earlier, these are basically the two best teams in the world at utilizing pistols. So every time they buy a pistol, it's still pretty damn good.
It might as well be a buy round. Like it feels like that most of the time. The amount of damage that they're able to inflict, it might as well be a buy round. There's no such thing as ecos anymore if these teams buy Kevlar. And look at Shoxy's position right now. Does not realize. Does he realize? Oh, he gets spotted. Just a second too late there, Shoxy. And Flush has now got him boxed in. Shoxy just has to run and gun. And Shoxy's going to get the kill with the 5-7.
Yeah, a little bit of hesitation. Shoxy picks up the second kill on Olofmeister. And it's on Crims here. 1v3. He's going to go down to Kiyoshima. And I actually think that highlights one of the reasons why the pistols are as good as they are. Because you can just run and shoot with it like that. Whereas Crims with the M4 really can't.
And you're so fast with it as well.
Fast.
Compared to having a rifle in your hand, you know, you're definitely slower with the rifle. And you also lose accuracy with pistols. You can just run and gun all day long.
Yeah, it's really, really powerful like that. So, 6th round coming up now. We're back once more, even though it looks like Fnatic, I mean, especially once they spotted Shoxy, I thought that was it. Like, they would have been able to clean up the middle, and then they would have had a man up. Now it's the Tech 9 rush towards B, very common here. And the position that they're in inside this B-bomb site, well, Shoxy needs help from Checkered, and he's going to get that, I think.
Yeah, Shoxy, not sure if he's going to realize exactly what's coming at him, but...
He's in a much better position now than he just was.
This is all about the element of surprise for Fnatic. And I'm not sure if they realize there's somebody up in vents, but there's Kiyoshima picking up the first one. JW instantly catches him out, however. And not sure if that gun dropped down. If they have to go for a counter boost, they actually have to counter boost up there to get Kiyoshima's gun. And Happy is waiting. Happy, does he hit the timing? Yes, he does. Snaps onto Olofmeister, and he spots them all in Checkered as well.
Oh, but he ends up going down nonetheless. Shocks here. And Smith's coming in strong. So now Crims is all alone, and this is looking like Fnatic are Envy are finally going to manage to stabilize the game just a little bit by winning 2 in a row here.
Crims, well, we already have the rotation. Good timing here by NBK. He's going to make it back just in the nick of time before Crims can get onto the site. Should be clean, but it is not. And now Crims going for a bit of the run and gun. See if he can't put some pressure on NBK. He will do just that. Changes it up, but NBK reacts in time. That was definitely too close for comfort there. But there it is. This is the breaking point.
Yeah. So they stabilize on the French side. And that is going to be the 7th round now starting off. So they're at least going to get one round where they can breathe and relax. But then actually the round loss bonus from Fnatic probably going to help them out quite a bit, especially if they get the bomb plant here. But I think even without it, they're going to go for a buy regardless. So
yeah, this like one round of eco is pretty much all they're going to take. And JW very quickly up here onto the boost spot. Not sure if he got spotted there, however, but he is going to try and play the angle. Goes jumping, and man, he makes it out of there in one piece. That's incredible.
Didn't get spotted jumping down from the cinder blocks there. So only the 1 kill going in so far.
Kyoshima. No, Q, put it onto the boost. Oh, now they get spotted. Now they know this is going to be a mid-rush, probably up to short. And Smith's just way out in the open, gets caught out by JW. Nicely done there by JW, at least inflicting a little bit of damage here to the French lineup. Now, do they drop him an AWP? And there it is. Okay, so Happy drops him the AWP, so Smith now has the sniper rifle. On Fnatic's side, however, no AWP picked up. And this is in large part due to them not having that bomb plant. I don't think any of them had enough to make it. Yeah, 47. Well, actually, JW could have gone for just a straight glass cannon AWP. But looks like they want to favor some nades and rifles instead.
2 smokes on Fnatic's side, so could be used, especially if you want to go B. You do need to smoke upper and lower, but Crims is going to go down now. They're flashing their way through here, Fnatic. They need to get in back quick into the game and stop Fnatic, or sorry, Envy from building too much of an economy. They've put Shox low, and this grenade pretty going to finish him off. No, it's a little bit too far back, and it doesn't quite hit him enough. And now that's going to be a complete cleanup here. Envy just stopping Fnatic over at B. Olofmeister in the middle. Maybe he could get a kill or 2 in here. That's worth something.
Oh, Olofmeister gets a double kill, takes out NBK, who was actually in a bit of a cheeky spot. Not often that we use that, or we see that boost spot used. So that's not too bad there. Olofmeister making this expensive. He's going to drop Kyoshima down to half. Shoxy can't really help out too much either. He's only got 11 HP. So 44 seconds here, and Olofmeister still has plenty of time to inflict some damage.
It'd be nice if he could pick up one more kill. Makes such a big difference. And there's Kyoshima going down. And because Shox is so low, if he finds the right angle, that's actually going to be really creepy. He makes a bit of noise like he's running towards middle. And then he goes back up here, but he does walk into a flashbang. 20 seconds left here for Olof in a 1v5. He's already got 3 kills. Looking for more, but Smith will finally put an end to the damage there. But that's still really a nice round from Olof. Got to give him some credit for this one. And if you look at it, it's JW and Olofmeister at 9 and 11 kills, and then 0 on Pronax, 0 on Flusher, 1 on Crims. So, I mean, actually there's a lot to gain from Fnatic in that sense, because they've only really put 2 out of 5 players into play right now.
That's the thing. If the rest of them start firing on all cylinders, this is going to get really interesting. But at least there was some damage done here to the lineup. Envy aren't going to start running away with the money, because the way that that was set up, they were going to have a perfect anti-eco, and that was a great opportunity for them to start building some bank. Instead, it looks like it's going to be a straight rush out onto A site. Crazy move here, but Fnatic, they still haven't gone for the rifle, so they want to go fast. They want to get in their face with the pistols.
Yeah, MBK stopping it in its tracks, basically, with that triple kill. Smith's going to find that kill on Flusher, and Olofmeister will get taken out by Happy, who initially looked like he was going to be in a good position, but he got fairly confused by the smoke and the flashbangs and everything else. I think he thought someone was running through the smoke there. So 7-2, and Fnatic will be able to buy once again here. And including JW with an AWP. So that's interesting now. Let's see if he can challenge Smiths with that somewhere.
Yeah, that's what we're waiting for. I think he might take it over to B site right now. Is he heading over to B? That's the big question. No, he's going to go mid instead. Oh, well, that time works. Because they have been playing for the boost spot, so I would imagine JW could try and go, but instead it's going to be Smiths. And this is the thing. I bet you Smiths was predicting JW would be over there for that duel. So this is both operas going to different parts of the map and getting picks, but this still favors Fnatic.
It will. Happy jumping in the background like he's been doing so often, and JW couldn't hit that shot, even though it looked like he was dead on. Crims will pick off MBK, and they are going to try and grenade out Happy here. There's the one. If they land one more grenade back, it's going to be huge. There's a follow-up, bringing him down to 37, and Happy's just trying to see if he can move away. He's got some help from Shox coming in here. They can't afford to lose this round. Envy, they've got such a good lead. They want to make sure Fnatic never get back into this half at all. And they're all on the bomb site, which is very good news. But Shox goes down, Smith comes in, Happy's gone, and Smith is going to fall. Olofmeister just deciding to take matters into his own hands, and he's going to be up at 12, tied with JW as the top fraggers in the game. Just imagine that the 2 top fraggers in the game right now are on Fnatic, even though they're 4 rounds behind.
Yeah.
That's really weird.
And like they're just hogging all of the frags as well. 1, 1, 2. Just at least now, the other 2 members for Fnatic are on the board. They've got a kill to their name, but it's very rare indeed that we see it so top heavy like this. Then, you know, having those guys light it up. I mean, I'm just waiting for Crims to wake up, basically, because then it starts to get really difficult for Envy.
JW going to pick off MBK, and it's triple AWP setup on Envy's side. Is this real life? That is
ludicrous.
It actually is, but if they're going to get the kills at least, then we can forgive them for it.
Oh,
JW
he saw the gun.
Go down.
He saw the gun. Excuse me. Smith saw that gun. He knew somebody else was up there.
Olofmeister knows as well. This is going to come down to pure reaction time, and it's kind of hard to decide who's going to be better off in this position, really. Smith's deciding to go somewhere else. He didn't get tagged. Then Olof stands up, and Smith, he just moves away. This is some ridiculous timing. They're trying to shoot. They will drop kill, but then they're going to lose Crims. They're shooting right through, and they're hitting him just a tiny bit, but not enough, really. And Olof is now close to the middle. There's 40 seconds left. He's walking right up close to Smith, but he hears him running away. Does he look towards the car? Because there is a player waiting. Happy could get shot in the back. Oh, wow. This whole round has been nothing but almost down to timing. Happy could definitely get the kill on Pronax here, and Olofmeister's coming in for Massa in hand. He's going to get picked off. He doesn't have the bomb, though, so Pronax can at least get a bomb plant in this round. That's actually really important for Fnatic. But staying alive in sight here, not easy.
And retaking with ops as well. Okay, well, there's a shot. Now they know where Pronax is. He's out in the open, and Happy swaps out for the FAMAS and gets the job done. Just like that. You know, dusts his hands off. Like, okay, that was it, you know. But for it to be this effective, a triple op play.
Well, yeah, it was, but it was also, like, it's also hugely expensive, right?
Incredibly risky.
Yeah, really, really risky. Because if Pronax even gets that shot in and just kills Happy and then still loses, they can maximum save 1 AWP. And then I would actually say, like, that's just too much money thrown away. There is a reason why the double AWP setup is like the standard and triple is not. Maybe if you have like plus 10,000 on everyone, you could go for like an auto sniper and then 2 AWPs, so you're feeling super adventurous. But then you're right, it's also a problem if you try and retake. It's going to be 5 decoys here, and I know Fnatic were bragging about this on Nuke, like they tried to do it on Nuke. It's apparently a strat that Khan came up with, so we're going to see if it's going to work out. Smith's picking off 1. Smith with a double kill here, triple. Going for a little bit more, he's going to miss the shot, but now he's got the pistol out, and it's going to end at the quad kill. Nearly an ace there, so the 5 decoy is not quite working out. But they said at Pantamera they made it work on Nuke one time. Yeah, throwing 5 decoys in through the windows.
Oh, yeah. It's just chaos. It's noise. It's just overwhelming.
Yeah.
You can't think anymore. There's just too much noise going on. And then they blow up. You think HEs are coming in?
I mean, why not? Why not? JW wants to take a fight over here with Smith, sorry, and Smith is going to win the first one at least because he picks off Flusher mid-air. And Flusher was sort of the guy who was supposed to jump so that JW could get a chance to shoot here. So now it's a lot of riding on JW, otherwise his teammate will have given up his life for nothing.
That's some very interesting wallbang happening here. Happy can actually wallbang through that wall with the AWP, so that's why he's just going for it, hoping to get lucky, but it looks like Smith's in the meantime has won versus JW.
It is so close, isn't it? Shoxy does go down for Olofmeister, but it's still a man down for the Fnatic side. Smoke there, not quite covering enough. So, I mean, Happy's got a good position here, and it should be a kill, but he could have gone down then. Kiyoshima survives on 3 health against Pronax. Now, this is just very unfortunate for Fnatic. Look at the damage they've dealt to Happy and Kiyoshima. Could have been around, but now it's looking unlikely.
Yeah, exactly. And, well, it is just going to be the mad dash here by Olofmeister. He's pinned down. He knows he's just getting flanked. He knows somebody's behind him. There's nowhere to go. 30 seconds left, and this time you are very thoroughly boxed in, but hell, he's going to make it expensive anyway.
Was that the last bullet he just hit there on Happy? It looked like it. 20 seconds. I mean, he can still do a lot more damage. He just find the opening kill on somebody. He's going to come back into it. Smoke us out as well. 10 seconds, 9 seconds, and he will go down. You can tell they're almost playing a little bit scared of him just because they know what happened last time. 10-3. Things looking really good for Envy. This whole half could have been entirely different. It's been down to some very few key rounds.
Let's see here. Now what do we have in store for us, seeing as how Fnatic are ecoing? This is, I mean, I guess this is what happens when you piss Envy off. Because right now, they are just coming alive on this T-half. It's going to be down to Fnatic to pick up the remaining 2 rounds. We expect this to be more of a 10-5 map going towards the CT side. And right now, Fnatic are only sitting on 3, and it's looking like the best they can hope for is 4.
Yeah, but given how the first half or the first map ended, I say we can't really count Fnatic out at this point. Like, almost anything can happen, I assume. But it's really startling that it's 14-16 now for JW and Olofmeister, and still 1 kill for Flusher, 1 kill for Pronax, and Crim's at 4. Like, that's actually the first time I think I've ever seen that. If you look at the Envy side, it's fairly even spread out. Yeah, MBK's top fragging, but not by that much. I mean, they're just a lot more even.
No, you're right, you're right. Definitely not something we see every day. That's, well, I mean, and you know, Envy are definitely building on this as well. Look at this counter boost. What is that? Crims just annihilates Kyoshima, but counter boost through your own Molotov. Now that is some next level meta play right there.
Yeah, it's incredibly cool. Very, very good stuff. And generally speaking, running through your own Molotovs or smokes can be sometimes super effective. Crim's down to 31 health though. Shock's also moving up pretty aggressively over by B. Might be able to catch Flusher here if he's got the timing for it. Flusher's also waiting, and that's going to be the opening kill right there. So Envy back in a very good position. The last round of the half here. 3 rounds is just not very much if you're on Fnatic's side. Neither is 4, but significantly better.
Oh, but they've got him boxed in now. There's no getting out here for Shoxy. He has to win the duel, and he's going to get naded, pre-fired. The whole works. Nicely done there, but the bomb, they have yet to spot out the bomb. Where is the bomb? And they've got 2 guys going onto this B side, or at least making it sound like they're going to go onto B side, but Happy is already lurking up in vents.
Oh, Olofmeister, that should have been a free kill there, but Smith jumps and survives on 2 health. I mean, how many times have Fnatic been in this position in this particular half, where they do almost the majority of the damage, or almost all the damage they need, and then in the end, they lack 1 or 2. Smiths with a quad kill at the end, and Envy going to take it 12-3. I mean, considering how this started, I don't know. This could have been like a very different scenario for Fnatic.
It feels like they're just a couple kills here, a couple of kills there. We're looking at 10-5, 9-6. Instead, it's 12-3. Envy going into their T side now with a massive lead. But we said this, I mean, like you said, man, we said this on Overpass. Envy, on the least favored side, had a humongous lead and managed to squander it, managed to lose it. So now we have to see, can they actually close out a map versus Fnatic and take this to map 3? They're not out of the tournament if they lose this best of 3. This is still the winner bracket match, so they have another shot. Excuse me, versus LGB tomorrow.
Look at this. Really nice map control there. Just jumping on over. Crim's just running into a good position here, trying to get the pick off on somebody. JW will get a kill, but he's simply going to get overrun. The backup just isn't there quick enough. Crims would have needed to get some good headshots off there. Olofmeister doing the work once, and the bomb is going to go down. So it's a 3v4 retake, but Crims is very nearly dead. Good flashbang in. Olof sees the bomb, so now they at least know where it's planted. But in the corner, Happy's still there, and he's in a 1v3. He's fighting for his life right here. 12 bullets left. He's looking for someone, and they're chasing him. But it's going to be around for Fnatic, and that's at least going to give them a start to get back in the game. I'm actually impressed Fnatic won that round, because Envy had just a very, very good idea what was going on there. Like, that was almost the perfect run through middle, up short, into a bomb site.
And the way they did it as well, that's about as fast as you can get onto short. Just jumping over like that.
Yeah, very cool.
But the fact that Olofmeister walks in and just casually gets 2 headshots, one of them a crucial one as well. I mean, he should have just died instantly when he went behind quad boxes there. Instead, he still manages to take one guy with him. If that one guy stays alive, I think Envy win the round. But Olafmeister, man, just some magical frags. And Smiths with the wallbang headshot on the JW.
Oh, MBK going down to Flusher as well. And Olafmeister getting tagged up. He's going to challenge again, which is actually a huge risk on Olafmeister's part. But it works out this time around. So 4-3. Fnatic. I think we always try and point out, it's always heartbreaking if you lose a map really sort of convincingly. But the one thing you don't want is to lose in an eco round. Like that's going to really break your back. And it looks like that's exactly what's happening here. Scouts being, yeah, quite powerful along with the pistols especially.
Yeah.
13-4.
Let's see here. I mean, already, well, that's just nice. That's the Smiths doing some mental adjustments there. Visualizing, you know, based off of where that rifle was.
I would say like a really easy wall bang. So once you see like the barrel of the gun, you'd have to be basically
just like
silver elite not to hit it.
Right there.
And, in the meantime, Envy gonna try and see if they can speed up a little bit behind this, which I think is a good idea again. Grenade out will do some damage, and they do have 2 people inside the bomb site. Don't think that's enough to hold it if Envy just like push on from here, but as they wait, it's going to be JW coming through with the drop on the bomb as well. Wow. Falling off the box to take down Happy. And inside Flusher with a kill there. Oh my god, this is falling apart. Semmler, we're picking off like we did on the first half where they just keep trading rounds.
Yep. And now we're going to have the counter force buy coming out here from Envy. They have enough for it. 2 guys are going to be able to afford a full buy practically. Well, Kiyoshima can afford a full buy. NBK can afford a most buy.
Well, this is the difference, actually. In the round that Envy played, they did get the bomb down. So, I mean, they had a lot more to work with in that round, but yeah, Envy's still going to go for it here.
That's
disgusting. 75 action from JW. I mean, it is somewhat legendary.
Flat out disgusting. And here we go. The boost right into the HE. What? It goes by just a little bit too far. Does no damage. Instead of just clocking 2 guys in the face, it just peppers them. That's going to be frustrating there for Olaf, but there's still 3 guys on this A site right now for Fnatic. This isn't too bad a scenario if it turns into another A push.
Smokes off once again. JW is actually in a super risky position. This is like a very, very common wallbang spot, so I'm surprised that he's deciding to go for it that heavily.
It's like that mental game, you know? Like, I'm daring you to take the wallbang. You know that this is such a common spot that you're not actually going to bother putting shots through to it.
Ooh, and that's a good pick-off on Shocks of all people who's carrying the bomb, but it gets returned by Happy, and all of a sudden that puts a lot of pressure here onto Pronax. Gotta be careful. Goes for the spray once, realizes Happy's there. Already been communicated by JW. Pronax getting a couple of good kills in to save his team at the end there, so 13-6, 2 rounds in a row for Fnatic, and they actually get these 2 rounds a lot earlier than Envy did. So, actually, I mean, if we go by the logic of the first half, they could have won this whole thing back.
I'm calling it now, Anders. They do run it back.
Yeah,
they
I think
take
so
this
too.
map and win this 2-0.
Yeah, I think so too. It's definitely what I imagine. It's gonna, I mean, unless Envy have some really cool stuff planned, which I'm hoping that they do, because
it's more like I'm, you know, assuming that Envy don't tear each other to shreds. Because yeah, I think sometimes they can be a little volatile. If it doesn't come down to that, they can run this back. I mean, they need 3 rounds, Envy. 3 rounds, but Fnatic are just looking indomitable right now on their CT side. Despite the fact that Shoxy did get a nice headshot on the JW, Fnatic just casually cleans up.
Is it the inter-baguette fight? Is that what we're looking at here?
Oh yeah, dude. They're like
baguette on baguette fight.
Just except that you don't cross the baguettes, man. Never cross the baguettes.
Yeah, I see. 21st round, and they'll be able to force a buy here. Well, not really force a buy, but they'll be able to put the buy together. So not really too impressive, but it's going to work. You know, you don't need the AWP on the terror side here. Hiroshima, look at that. Just Crim's picking up the challenge, and they do... Well, I guess he did like a little bit more damage to Hiroshima than...
yeah, like practically identical damage.
Yeah. We're not nitpicking at 5 HP. We'll call it a tie for the wall bangs. Crim's in a strange position here. I mean, if they go mid and boost at the same time, it's really hard for him to do anything. He does have backup, but he could still end up going down. So he's just trying to play the off angle, hoping that Kiyoshima won't be peeking here. And won't have too much backup either. And he's going to walk right in and take down Kiyoshima. And the bomb drops out in the middle, which means it's going to be even more difficult now. JW picking off Smiths as well. It's a 5v3.
And this is once again looking like Fnatic have total control of the situation. Bomb is getting rotated back around towards A. It looks like NBK heading towards A main. Shoxy just trying to cause a diversion over here. This is what it's all about. Unless he can severely weaken the defense. But look at JW. If Shoxy so much as peeks into checkered, he's going to get his face taken off, no doubt about it. And oh, wow, through the wall headshot. What a shot from JW.
Yeah, that's a little bit rare right there. MBK all alone, gonna get taken down. Pronax playing it smartly, and also Olaf Meister just buying some time there. So 13-8, and I'd say, I mean, whereas before it was like, you know, it was possible. Now it's looking quite likely that they can run it back because Envy keep being out of money. So yeah, it may look like, you know, 5-round difference and all of that. That looks pretty severe. But when you actually think about it, it's not necessarily that bad for Fnatic. They just got to win the key rounds, and they'll be good to go. JW, that AWP, Crim's quick into check it here, and they smoke it off. So Envy, they could try and flash their way through and go for it, but Crim's here should be in a good position.
That's exactly what they do. They're all gathered up, and there it is. They line up for him. Triple spray down for Crims. Flush of lending a hand. The bomb just generously deposited at Crims' feet. No problem at all. Olaf Meister there to clean it up, and that's pretty much how it's supposed to go every time for Fnatic. When they think about it, when Pronax imagines, you know, what happens in an anti-eco round, a perfect anti-eco round, you know, and he's making happy sounds, you know, that's what he's imagining right there.
I think the big key difference here in the second half, and it's obviously a little bit easier when you're playing on the CT side, is the fact that Pronax and Crims and Flusher have really started to pick up kills.
Yeah.
JW and Olaf Meister are just training on anyway. Like they've gone completely nuts compared to the first half. They just keep killing more and more and more people. But obviously looking a lot better. Flusher.
Playing with fire.
Yeah, that's really dangerous.
Okay. So basically that was off of boost, or not boost. Well, that's a boost right there, but initially Shoxy had the AWP, but I guess that was off of spawn. He wanted to take one shot, and then now he's handed it back over to Smiths, which is kind of what we expect. The question is now whether Smiths looks up. Does he check where Pronax is lurking right now? He checks the spot that JW was occupying before. Does he look up, though? Does he have any idea, or is Pronax just going to rain pain down on Envy?
Now, I want everyone to remember this position, because I have a theory that I'm going to advance in just a few seconds. I'm not sure if it's entirely true, but it might actually be. Pronax, yeah, interesting position here. Does he have... Yeah, he still has a grenade and a couple of flashbangs. They don't have... Well, they have one smoke left on JW, but that's not going to help them too much over here. And with 38 seconds left, it looks like Envy are getting ready to get in here. Olaf Meister going to pick off Happy first, and they do try and check. They will get the kill there, and Smiths going to pick up Flusher as well. So things are looking very good for the Envy team. JW playing very close with the AWP. He's going to miss the flick there. And it looks like Envy have finally found that 14th round. Puts a bit of a halt on Fnatic's reign of terror here in the second half.
Crim's finally able to return something Fnatic's way, but far too much damage has been done here. He is going to have to back off at this point. So what was the theory? What was the theory, Anders? Enlighten us.
Well, I'm wondering, if we can fly the camera over to where Pronax was, if you fly through the wall, does that connect with... Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, it actually does connect with where the cinder blocks are. So I'm wondering if you can't just jump up and shoot through and simply wall bang people through. Instead of like just hard checking it every time.
If Smith goes across and just shoots up with the AWP.
Yep, just hard check it every time.
It'd have to be a good smoke thrown by the CT, one that has no gaps, and he'd have to be facing it like dead on to get any damage through, I think.
Yeah, probably, but I think that would actually be worth doing. I'm going to investigate going into a map and check it out. But that might actually be worth hard checking if people are there. Because that position is really, really lethal. It's quite good that Envy managed to do that. Really a lot of credit to them for making that entrance work with the kind of setup that Fnatic had. So now the Swedes are, you know, they've got their backs against the wall here. One mistake could cost them the map, and that would, you know, force them to play a third one, which it's getting somewhat late here in Sweeland.
Oh, it is, and you know, NBK playing out of Austria, I believe. Now, Austria, do they have an hour ahead of us or not? I think they do.
I think it's somewhat the same, isn't it?
Is it the same?
I want to say that.
Are we in a line? Yeah, I think we are actually. Never mind. I think we are in a line. So I don't think he's eating an hour yet.
No, not quite. Oh, but look at these pickoffs here. I mean, JW started off with a leg shot and followed it up, and now it's Olofmeister and Crimson. Everybody gets a piece of the pie here as Pronax also joins up. Now we really just need Flusher to get the last kill here, and it's looking like the teammates for Fnatic doing good work.
Very solid indeed. The wall bang in and spots it, legs it. Olofmeister down to 16. Bit of the flash though, and the double flash. In fact, just flashes coming in from all over the place because they know exactly where he is. And Olofmeister just making sure that he picks up that kill. Wants to keep stacking him up there. You know, he's looking for that 30 bomb. He's still tied with JW as well. You know what's happening right now with Fnatic because they're jokers, right? You know, they're trolls. I'm sure they're just going back and forth between Olofmeister and JW right now, calling each other out. You know, that's why Olofmeister goes for that peek at the end. He's like, no, just, no, not going to happen. JW, not going to let him get ahead.
26 kills each. It's a nice combo.
Remember when we used to have these kinds of, when Schneider, right? When Schneider, JW, like they were ruling the roost every time.
JW, that draw speed really kicking him, and he is going to end up going down, and Kiyoshima with the double kill. And, well, we're looking at a 4v2. I think that's twice now that EnVy have won really, really crucial rounds with pistols. One of the times I think they had some scouts in there as well. Fnatic really not going to enjoy this at all. 2v3 retake coming up. Kiyoshima gets a third one with the C set before he eventually falls, and it's all on Crims here. 1v2, trying to check the corner, going to pick up the first kill there. C set again, taking a while. He's going to look for MBK, and he finds it. So, I mean, oh, yeah, he's going to have time.
He's got it.
They very nearly lose to the C set, and then they save it with the C set. There's some sort of, you know, cosmic balance going on here.
Exactly right, karma.
But these are like the C set 75 teams, you know,
like
all of them.
The best, basically.
But credit to Kiyoshima. That was a really impressive triple. I mean, that's not that easy.
And Fnatic by basically coming back from the brink.
But they buy themselves a big chance here, because if you bring up the scoreboard really quickly, you're going to see that, well, as soon as the flash goes away, there's not a lot of money left on EnVy. If they start losing now, Fnatic could close out the gap, and at that point, you know, being on the more favored side, they probably have the lead. Olofmeister taking down Shoxy and a follow-up grenade to just counter even more boosting.
I think they still do have the lead even in this position, right? Because like 3 rounds, 3 rounds is feasible on CT side. That's especially considering if they're playing at this level right now. And I think the closer we get to crunch time, the worse it's going to get for EnVy mentally.
Yeah.
Because I can assure you, after that round right there, there was probably a sigh or two on the TeamSpeak. So that's gonna be a question here. If EnVy can just, you know, buckle down and start getting some rounds on the board.
Oh wow, that was a really great pickoff there. JW soaring through the sky, feeling just fine, and then they almost line up for Pronax, but again, Fnatic could be at the map point right here. Flusher gonna get the 1 kill in. Now it's back to a 2v2, and they have such a good position, but they're kind of walking in one at a time here. Smiths does not get the leg shot off, and he misses 1 more kill. He's out of bullets though, and Olofmeister's gonna have to come in and help Flusher save the day for himself, and he's also now 1 kill away from a 30 bomb right now. 14-12, no bomb plant. It's gonna have to be an eco for EnVy here.
Oh, do they? Okay, yeah, they're gonna even out their money.
Just a little bit. Oh,
yeah.
NPK evening out his money a lot. What?
Yeah.
That's...
He's going to have enough to buy in the next round.
Will he? No, I don't think so.
I mean, that's what, 2 rounds now? 1 round.
Units, I don't know. I'm thinking this is more like a... almost like a Hellraiser's level play where you're just thinking, well... you know, if he gets like 2 good kills in the beginning, then it's all going to be worth it.
Okay, let's see. Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. Somebody at sandbags. Want a connector. He's getting drawn attention there, and wow, he just barely gets out of there in time. Fnatic. Does he actually commit to repeaking on this, however? Risky business.
MBK does go down, so the armor is lost. Kiyoshima picks up the rifle, though. So, I mean, they'll try and carry it on here, but it's probably a little bit too late. JW picking up the 1. Kiyoshima all alone, and it's going to be 14-13, and we'll see if NBK's money is going to be quite enough. Oh, it is just quite enough for them, so good stuff here. I mean, he's going to lack some grenades, but I don't think that's worth it. That's all right.
He can have a smoke grenade, and I think
yeah,
that's pretty much all he wants.
That's all right. I'm absolutely fine with that. I thought he'd have somewhat less, but They done the math a lot better than I can, apparently, so good job.
I think we're starting to get up to that point now where Fnatic... I mean, Envy must have lost, like, what, 4 rounds in a row now? Yeah, 4 rounds in a row now, so that's it. So they're starting to max out. And this time Smiths delivers. Smiths gives them the entry frag.
No.
And this is a position that Envy cannot lose from at this point. They need to just play carefully and not give back any frags.
Yeah. Don't open the door when, when the Mormons come knocking, but don't do it when JW's there either, because it's going to be really bad. Even worse, actually, than when the Mormons. Crims for Happy. Maybe a worthy trade, considering it's JW and Olofmeister doing quite a significant amount of work on the Fnatic side. 50 seconds left. They still got the bomb somewhere in middle. Just could go either way depending on where they get the entry frag. But it seems like they're tilting towards the A bomb side. Shoxy, good position. He's looking for the headshot here. Flusher dropping very low and should really reconsider taking this fight. He's going to wait. Pronax, JW picking up some good kills. Now it's a 2v3. Shoxy's very low on health, but he still picks up that 1 kill on Flusher. Great play from Shoxy.
Yeah, not getting caught off guard. I thought for sure that Flusher would catch him by surprise there, having moved up close, but Shoxy just so damn quick. So quick with the reactions. Smoke goes down, Shoxy's gonna get caught out, and it's like there's a magnet on Shoxy for the crosshairs there. Olofmeister just drags it right onto him, lights him up, and now it's just Smiths 1v2, and he's looking for Olaf, and he might catch him off guard, but then the flash, perfect timing for Olofmeister to make the jump onto the side, and I don't even know if Smith saw that.
No, but he's got no time here anyway. Really, really good play for Fnatic, honestly.
Man.
He goes down just like that, and the time had already run out. This could actually lose Envy the map.
4v5 essentially at this point. I mean, he's gonna have to go for like a P250. Because Shoxy should not be dropping anything for him. Yeah, it has to just be a P250 for Smiths because they need all the nades that they can get. Shoxy can only afford to get the smoke and 2 flashes. That is a big error.
Yeah, unfortunately it is. I mean, Smiths has been playing so well, but that really does cost them a hell of a lot. 29th round is coming up, and we'll have to see.
This is just incredible.
The slow pace here, I would say, is a big risk for Envy. They have 2 AKs that can make openings, but if they lose any one of them and can't pick up the AKs again, I mean, that's pretty much game. I like this forward position from JW, especially because Envy has been going so much to the A-bomb side that they're going to know a lot in advance if anything's happening. But over at B, it's pretty much just Olofmeister. Actually a really weird setup they've got going on. I think when they have JW that forward, they'd maybe keep 1 guy at A more and then the rest 2 at B. And that, I guess, or sorry, in middle. And that's kind of what they're doing now. I'm glad they're changing it up a bit because just now they had 4 people in A, which seems weird.
And he just spotted him out there as well, Flusha. Somehow that nade did not do more. Crims must have, or rather,
So
yeah, Shoxy.
this is going to be on Olaf. He's the one who's going to see its action on just about any second. Good smokes there in the middle to just zone it out. And now grenades falling back. Olaf wants to buy more time for backup to come in here. Look at the time left, 20 seconds. Envy, they can't play this game. They got to get in here and do it quick. Olofmeister already low on health. And Pronax missing pretty much all the bullets. And it's going to be finally Olaf to pick up a kill. But is it too late? Oh, he gets one with the pistol. Flushes there with a double. And that's going to be match and map point here for Fnatic. There's no time left. Olaf, triple kill. And I'm not even sure he stayed alive to begin with, but he did. You look confused, Semmler.
I'm just piecing that all together, just how well Fnatic played that out. Because even if they didn't get the shots, they bought so much time. Like the flash, Molotov, and then Envy are forced to use their own smoke to put out that Molotov because they realize we only have 20 seconds left, so the pressure keeps building on them. They do get onto the site, but then Olofmeister stays alive. I mean, every little piece of the puzzle falling into place there for Fnatic. And now it's just whatever Envy can buy. Just the force buy, they get the rifles, but look at the nades. They have a single smoke and a Molotov on NBK. They just don't have anything. They need to land the shots, but that just hasn't been happening. And look at JW. What? Who does that?
Yeah, that's the bomb, and they try and wallbang him through, which is a really, really good idea, but they got to be careful. And JW is actually going to go aggressive behind this. He misses the flick, and Happy's going to pick him. So that's a really good punishment. Now, Pronax hiding in checkered here could be huge, because if Envy get the idea that actually they pretty much cleared B, that's going to be dangerous. They grenaded back there. Very, very thorough play coming out right now. MBK doesn't check. They thought the grenade was enough, and they might end up mind-gaming themselves here. Happy and Kiyoshima with good kills. Now they just got to get up and pick the bomb up, and then go try the bomb site, really.
Crims hears the steps.
He knows.
Oh, wait, but they're going to pass by each other. Does Kiyoshima hear that? I don't think so. I think it was just out of range. Crims definitely heard, and now he knows exactly what's going to be happening here, but Happy's already in position. This is an incredibly difficult shot to hit. Does he even spot Happy? Happy certainly spotted him. He stopped jumping. So now they know where Crims is coming from. There's the casual flash, just like, hey, Crims, we know where you are, buddy. Good luck with this, right?
Yeah, and Crims obviously has to go for it. It's the 30th round. It's going to be overtime if he can't clutch this 1v2. And again, they're just jumping back there. And as soon as he aims for it, Happy just decides to stop. I mean, he might as well just sort of run in here and see if he can do it. There's the 1 kill. Now he's looking for Happy, and he thinks he's still back there. He's just going to hard check it, and Happy is not to be found. Goes for the defuse, and Happy, oh my god, this is amazing. Completely mind game by Happy there. Crims was so sure that he was just juking behind that box. And that's going to be overtime. The 4th overtime we have in this series so far.
Exactly. First overtime of this map, 4th of the series, and again, very fitting between both of these teams. But again, Envy succeeding in throwing away just a humongous lead. And Fnatic just succeeding in grinding back the rounds, just 1 round at a time. Just incredible patience on Fnatic's part. So their CT side, I mean, both of these guys are very, both of these teams, you know, just their CT sides are so solid right now, but their T side.
Yeah, I really don't know what to say. Envy are going to be frustrated, but this is a good lesson for them to learn that they still have this potential issue, because going into Katowice and everything else, you know, they got to get rid of it.
Yeah, they have to find some kind of way to mediate, or at least make it so that they do not just get frustrated and start throwing away rounds. Smiths catches out JW, and I think JW might get like a firm talking to, because going into Squeak that last round, don't think that was very necessary. He might have basically allowed Envy to get back into it.
But then again, his role on the team is to play exactly like he wants to play it. So, I mean, it's also a little bit hard to scold him for that one. Crims with a really good pick off there, but MBK in the middle, taking a fight, and he comes out on top against Olaf Meister. So in the first round of the overtime here, things looking great for the NV team. In fact, Pronax should be lucky if he can survive this round, and he can't. So that's really good for the Frenchman.
This is very good for the Frenchman, actually, because this is $10,000 starting money. So we can see now Fnatic are going to spend the majority of their money, if not everything. Well, the majority. Pretty much, they're just going to crack everything, because, look, Pronax has to drop the AWP for Olaf Meister, not JW. Maybe Olaf Meister has a good spawn. No? I guess he could leave it on Olaf Meister. That's not a problem. But look at the money right now. If they lose this round, Fnatic are tombed.
Yeah. And they lost the last overtime, although it did take 3 overtimes for them to lose it. So they're probably tired of that. Good pick off from Smith there. Catches Crims. It does go down to Flusher. Probably didn't need to repeat that. I mean, it's one of those things where, you know, you're feeling it, but you got to be careful. NBK goes down to Olaf, and now, oh, Flusher jumping, and that actually kind of missed him an opportunity to get the kill. He's going to run in with the USPS. What kind of Counter-Strike is this being played by Flusher?
And Flusher's on fire right now. Oh, that flash! Are you kidding? Flusha still alive, looking for the next one, but he's not going to get it. Pronax is here, giving away his position, but still finds the kill on Kiyoshima. And Fnatic just from the brink, they're barely going to be able to eke out a buy this round. Or at least a solid one.
A lot of what Flusher just did, you shouldn't do, because that was like really, really strange. Now it's a triple AWP setup from Envy, but I'm thinking they're probably going to just try and either wallbang or take some peeks, but then they're probably going to drop some of them. Or they're hoping for Fnatic to challenge in multiple spots across the map, and they're just going to set up and wait. One in middle. Not going to hit, and is he going to run back now?
Lead on there by Smith. Second man here, however, does he expect that? He hears the bullets, so he has to know that somebody's around here.
And Kiyoshima's exchanged this up for an AK, so it literally was just to try and get the first pick off. Your MBK still has his, and Kiyoshima, yeah, he wants a little bit more.
They're playing very patiently right now. What's going on?
Crims so close here, and there's just almost a dead silence across both teams. They know that next pickoff is going to be huge. Whoever gets it could be the map right now. Smoke off there. Still got 50 seconds left, but are they aware of the squeak door? Because they gotta be. The bomb is making its way over here as well. And there's decent setup for Fnatic. It's not too bad. Grenade on out. Happy dropping a little bit lower. JW hiding in the corner. It is smoked off. And again, this is such a risky position. I'm really surprised he keeps taking it, because they could definitely check this. He's going to peek on out. He gets the one, but not the double ink. Pronax with a good pick off as well. Now it's a 3v3 with just 26 seconds left. Pronax hiding in the back here. If he can stay alive back here, and the backup is coming from multiple angles, most importantly, Crims from behind. Pronax, good headshot on MBK. Crims is moving closer as well. He's right there to pick off Happy. And now Kiyoshima, he'll get the bomb down, but no, he's actually going to wait. That's very smart play. Takes down Olofmeister, who was a little bit too quick on the trigger there. And he's looking for Crims. He sees it as well, and Crims is so low now. Kiyoshima could end up winning this 1v2.
Exactly. He's put himself in that position at this point, and now he occupies a very strong position. He basically has to bait out the shot, just play for the clock. This is all down to Crims now, trying to push forward, looking for the wrong angle there, and Kiyoshima will clean him up. So Envy will end this first half with 2 rounds, actually, on their T side.
Yeah, that's really big. Yeah, and a big mistake from Olofmeister, who's been playing out of his mind this whole map here. But running in alone like that before his teammate really could help him out, definitely a big mistake. Because what's the worst that can happen if Kiyoshima does get the bomb down?
Yeah.
Then he's trapped in a corner, and they're both so close they can just kill him. But
this time, well, now, I mean, basically it's going to be the question. Can Fnatic get 2 rounds? Can Envy close out the map and take this to map 3? That's what it's all about. We're about to find out here. First half of this, or rather second half of this first round of overtime. And well, already the wall banging. Nothing too crazy. Very solid setup, actually. Look at Envy. Just focusing on that A site.
they're going to need 2 more rounds, Envy, in total. Bring it to 19. That's the magic number for them. Fnatic, I guess, could win 3 in a row and make it work, but you know, that's felt like it's been a bit of a struggle being on the terror side so far. JW very low, but he actually does catch Kiyoshima, and Shoxy looked like he missed the opportunity then, but he does pick it up at the end.
Yeah, that was very nicely done there by Shoxy. Great spray control. And actually the reset, basically. But that's so crucial, such a crucial kill here, because if they had maintained the man advantage, Fnatic would have just a tremendous lead. Now Shoxy picks off JW, who I guess was banking on the fact that Shoxy should have rotated back away, up short, towards the A site. Instead, now it's the man advantage Envy.
Flusher has to catch this kill on Smiths. If they're going to go for a B-bomb site, they're going to need to catch the kill on Smiths, and then, yeah. Good effort initially. Smiths rotating around here, still got the AWP, and he picks up the 1. Got room for 1 more, and there it is. Good, really good job from Smiths. And I actually think Fnatic had to take more of a risk that round. I think what they needed to do, really, was get the kill on Smiths initially, and then Crim should have actually been waiting Squeak Door until people rotated out. I think what they did instead is they kind of sacrificed Crims early, and then they try to get the kill on Smiths. And I think even if they get the kill on Smiths at that point, they're not going to win the retake in a 2v3 like that. So I think they needed Crims from behind, but they kind of wanted to see if they could distract Smiths or something over at B. Just focus his attention somewhere else.
Yeah, but Smiths has been stepping up on Overpass, doing fantastic work on Cash as well. I mean, I'm really impressed with Smith's performance tonight. Not missing many shots. Really feels like he is coming into his own as an offer. Here we go. There's the flick. Takes out Pronax. Now he's about to get flanked, though. He has to hear these steps, but the flash is there, and he just hangs around a little bit too long. Kiyoshima, however, does return on Flusha, but then gets picked off by Olofmeister in this exchange of frags, and a successful wallbang on a JW as well. What is going on? JW picking off Shoxy, who got a little too greedy. And wow. NBK letting him go onto the site.
He
wants both. He wants both. So greedy.
Yeah, but definitely also really good. I mean, there's plenty of time left here, so MBK is still going to be alone in the 1v2, but that is still very cool play from MBK. I love it. And now he's just looking for the headshot here, but backup is coming in, and he knows it as well. Almost catches the kill, but they're going to team up on him, and it's JW and Olofmeister again.
36-35. They're staying neck and neck right now, Anders.
Yeah. I want to try and come up with a name for a combo, but the only thing I come up with is like Jolofmeister. It sounds retarded, so I'm just not going to even go there. It's the triple AWP setup right now for Envy, and JW, he's got that AWP in his hands. Nice amount of grenades bounced over there in case of a boost. Envy, surely they can close this one out and give us a 3rd map.
Oh man, I don't know. I'm thinking double overtime at this point. I am thinking double overtime. Well, a lot of this is going to come down to whether Shoxy can find an entry frag over here, because Flush is currently lurking and holding a very passive angle indeed. Shoxy has to commit. Shoxy has to walk into this. It's all going to come down to Shoxy, and Shoxy misses the shot. And Flusha will just hunt him down. Entry frag goes Fnatic's way.
Oh no. That is heartbreaking. Well, it's not over yet. They can still bring it back, and I'm wondering who's holding over at Squeak right now. Is that Alright, so it's MBK. He's holding it in the MBK corner, interestingly enough. I thought he was actually inside Squeak for a moment, so
Pronax right now. Ooh. Spots him, spots the other man as well. That's a lot of information. He knows that two guys are mid right now, and there you go. Fnatic are just going to speed up on this. They know that they just have to deal with NBK. There's the entry frag onto the site, and Happy now on short misses his flick.
Bomb has been planted.
Oh no.
Oh no!
5v3, Happy burning alive is going to end up running out. This is crumbling here for Envy, and double overtime seems to be a reality at this point in time. JW feeling it as well, maybe getting a little bit too brave, essentially. And Kiyoshima, 1v4 here. Flush has already picked up a quad kill, but he won't get the ace this time. Olofmeister to finish it, and we're looking at double overtime. What the hell?
Yeah. No, what the hell? And this has got to be the longest series of like 2 maps to go to overtime again. And Olofmeister, man. Olofmeister's in the lead by 2, but it's not over yet.
That's what, Penta overtime? That's
Who's going to finish? Who's going to finish ahead? Olaf or JW?
I'm going to call it for Olaf.
You're going to go Olaf?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take
Think so.
JW then.
Well, it is pretty much neck and neck. I mean, it could go either way.
You know what? They're just going to spite us and end it like 40 frags each.
Yeah.
There you go.
Olaf looking a little bit for a kill, but should be careful about sticking around too long. Once you miss that entry frag, you really don't want to, run into a double grenade follow-up or anything like that. So just try and play it safe, I say. Bomb all the way over by Amy. Not too worried about anyone peeking in, which, I mean, maybe I would be, but Pronax is feeling comfortable.
Making quite a bit of noise over here, though. Vent is down, and Shoxy just on the edge there. JW's able to spot him out through the smoke. Entry frag going Fnatic's getting away once again. That's going to be problematic here for Envy. I mean, Envy, they need to come up with some masterful shots, and NBK's not going to be able to stop Olofmeister from ducking back down and keeping his head on his shoulders.
Crim's making some noise. Olaf following up from JW to pick up that kill on Kiyoshima. Smith's in the back here. Good shot on JW, but they're coming in from every angle, and they're going to be able to pick up the kill. Smith's and MBK, though, doing really good work. Unfortunately, just on the wrong side of the map, and as Olofmeister gets that kill on MBK, we'll be happy. 1v3 here, pretty much without a chance to really win it. And I mean, he kind of has to save. I mean, they only have the 10,000 starting money here. I really don't want to see him throw this away.
Well, there it is. But you're absolutely right. If he could have found an AWP, even the rifle would have made a difference. But if he could have found an AWP, that would have been a masterful save. Instead, the rest of his team now, they're probably going to be left on like $1,000 after this buy. 1,500, that's... Yeah, it's not looking good here for Envy if they lose this round. So once it's similar to what we had in the first round of overtime. I mean, Envy, they're going to be dancing on the line right now.
Yeah, they kind of come through here and win the next 2 rounds in a row, and then just fight on through. A lot of wall banging, going back and forth, and nobody really connecting, though NBK did drop a little bit low, and actually the grenade following through here. Down to 22. That's painful, especially because I think they were actually setting up to flash themselves in. I think they were getting ready to go on the aggressive here. And JW is playing at the edge of the smoke work for him last time. He's going to try once more.
They're playing this very patiently up here in this forward position in mid right now. They're just waiting to see. NBK will get lucky with actually a spray through the smoke to take out JW.
They're going to counter boost right in front of Olofmeister. He's there. He gets the shot. Kiyoshima.
That is brutal as it gets. Shoxy replacing him in vents, and actually NBK. NBK has had enough. 2 kills for him now. He takes out Olaf, but we're into a 3-on-3, and the damage is fairly even actually for both teams now. So who is going to find the opening here? NBK rotating back onto this A site, but Crims is now lurked out here. Crims might be able to catch NBK off guard. I don't think NBK knows that anybody has passed here yet.
Oh yeah, but Crims just has to take 1 step to the right. He's going to be there. He gets the 1 kill in, but now he still doesn't know. But Pronax comes through, and NBK was solo from the beginning. Now it's a 1v3, and Smith's... What could he do? This is a terrible start for Envy.
No, this is all Smiths. And Smiths, do you save? I mean, you're not going to have anything if you don't. This last round relies on you saving this AWP to actually have something to work with. Otherwise, it's going to be pistols across the board. That's not acceptable here for Envy. They need to get some better odds. They need to pick up that last round.
Yeah, that shot on Kiyoshima, I mean, that looked brutal.
That was brutal, actually.
I don't know what kind of reconstructive surgery you need at that point. I mean...
Well, luckily the models stay together, but I think at that point there's much left, right?
No.
I mean, that is... Yeah, it's also just big that Olafmeister's able to flick there in time. Just to get that shot. But Olaf, where are we right now? Olaf, he's hit the 40 bomb mark. JW's got to do some work in the next few rounds here.
Yeah, I mean, it could be done. It could still be done. 20-18. And when the other team, it's, I think Smith's actually top fragging at the moment with Happy close by. Wall banging coming out here, Fnatic. 2 rounds in a row on the terrorist side in the overtime here.
I think
the second overtime.
Might have been a little pissed off with how much attention Kenny was getting after, you know, Pantamera. He's like, I can drop 52. I can drop 50 frags.
I'm going for it, but he's not at 50 yet. Reaching Kenny's level is not easy. Good shot from Pronax there.
Exactly. That's going to open things up here. Bomb is still floating. It's under control in Garage. Shoxy's just on the other side. And the timing of it. JW peeks him out just as he has a nade in hand. JW with the double entry onto B site. Kiyoshima is gone. And this is shaping up very quickly to be a perfect half here for Fnatic.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, the thing is, even if Shox hadn't actually got killed with the grenade out, the fact that he even puts it up is probably a big tell that Fnatic they will check the box after that, I think. If they can hear that it's sort of just bouncing, that it's not hitting anything else, there should be a big tell for them. Happy and BK, almost a little bit of wall banging going through. Pronax stopping for a moment, but how could they possibly retake this? I think the answer is they probably can't. Great headshot, though, from NBK with the scout. He's making it competitive, but he's going to go down, and it's 21-18. 1 round for Fnatic, and they take this 2-0 against Envy, but with a total of 5 overtimes. That does say a lot about how close these teams are. It's really quite a cool matchup right now.
Oh, this is such a pleasure to watch. It's so even. It's so even. But now we have to see if Envy are pissed off, basically. Are they going to be able to run it back? They did it time and time again on Overpass. They didn't get it done in the end, however. And Fnatic are now 1 round away. 1 round away from 2-0ing Envy and maintaining that spot in the upper bracket. So this is big. This is very big. Happy, however, not interested in giving them a fair shot. JW is out of the picture. Already having opened up a site here. And look at Fnatic. They're going for the counter boost. And Smith realizes Kiyoshima takes out Crims.
Yeah, good start for Envy. They find another kill there as Olafmeister goes down. Shoxy finally gonna fall, but it's probably too late. Fnatic gotta think about what they're playing for here, because again, the money is gonna be a factor, and they do have the rounds to sort of play relaxed, and they maybe forgot that here, because they're kind of just going all in and throwing a couple of rifles away here. Happy with a good triple kill, and Envy bringing it back to 19-21. Good job on that part. I mean, it's all on this. They got to win the next 2 in a row and force triple overtime.
Oh, and look at this again. Envy going for the triple AWP.
Yeah.
Wow. No mercy. No mercy on Envy's side right now. They know that they'll be able to full buy next round. Not a problem. The big thing here is, you know, Fnatic, I think they played so aggressive just because they're so confident right now. And that's the one thing. Don't get overconfident. You had a perfect T-half. That's fine. But look at how close it's been this entire series. Do not go throwing away things needlessly. Smiths is going to catch flush. JW realizes somebody is close. He tags Shoxy down to 50 HP. That's not good enough. You need the frag right now, Fnatic.
Smith's also very low on health at this point in time, so it's going to be tricky, but Flusher did go down, so still the opening in favor of the Envy team. I think, is he? I mean, he might not realize there's still a guy in that corner because he saw him so early on that it could have changed. And shooting from the other side, sorry, it was Happy just trying to put some shots through. Pretty much all over the place, in fact. They're going to boost JW up here, and last time it didn't work too well. Olafmeister's going to pick up MBK. That's all the way over by B, so they're bringing them bomb. Oh, they were moving towards the A bomb site.
Oh. Is somebody home? The door is open. Happy's just not going to mind, you know. I'm just going to take a peek real quick. And the wall bang.
Just letting him know. Bottom is actually going back to B right now. There's a good setup for it here. Olofmeister inside with the AWP. He's going to get the kill on Smith, and now that's a big deal. Goes for one more flick here, and Kiyoshima goes down. It's now a 3v1, and I think Fnatic just managed to do it. That's 5 overtimes in one series on 2 maps as well. And Happy here, he's got no time. He actually cannot win the round any longer. So Fnatic, they're going to end up in the winner's bracket with the first place. You
know,
what a series, though.
It's one of those, like, we are not worthy, you know, just like, what did we just witness between these two teams, the 2 top teams in the world? And that's why, like, 5 overtimes, 2 maps, just battling out, coming back from impossible situations. Fnatic with the strength, with the presence of mind, the strength of will to just grind it back every single time. They were behind in every half, didn't stop them from just coming back on their CT side and taking it to overtime.
Fnatic going to have like a mental edge going into the next time they meet, because Envy kind of know now that we can be up like 12, 13, 2-3, and we can still end up losing it.
And
can't believe it.
But that, what? Oh, yes. Okay. So, of course, what we said earlier, Envy are not out of the tournament. This was the winner bracket, best of 3. So tomorrow at 18 CET here on the channel, we will be going live then with LGB versus Envy. So the Nords will be taking on the Frenchies, and that's going to be happening at 18 CET. I can call them Frenchies because I'm French, right? So,
and it's best of 3 as well. Then we obviously have the finals right afterwards as well. It's also a best of 3, so there's plenty of stuff to do. Until then, you guys can